what have we have here? It's been a long time. Should have left you without no comments except to welcome back to another jumbled episode of Show Your Work Network. It's your boy Winston King Murphy Media. It's been a while, man. I hope everything's good with y'all. Hope all is good. Hope all is love. And we had the trial of the century, and it was a lot of great trialmanship, a lot of great lawyer work. So, shout out to those who are free. Shout out to the dogs that need to be free. Free the dogs. Right, Larry? No?
No.
We back.
No.
We're live. What's going on,
All
fellas?
right. No. Now, say that again. Say that again, Winston.
We back. We live. What's the deal?
Hey, man. I don't regret shit. If you got your ass executed, you just got executed. You know what I'm saying? If you beat your trial, hey, I'm going to give you a little round of applause. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, ain't no remorse, nigga. Nothing. What happened, dog. So, hey.
Listen, man.
That's so.
You take your child like a man.
Hey,
Okay?
Man.
Beat the charge.
You beat the charge, you beat the charge.
And for the
Otherwise,
record, for everybody listening, watching, tuning in, subscribing, liking, sharing, telling a friend, tell a friend, we are not the motherfucking trial podcast. All right. This is it. Do not expect us to have another trial next month, 2 months from now, all that shit, man. Y'all don't know what it took to make that episode happen. We made it happen. Shout out to the union. You know what I'm saying? We made that shit happen. That's it.
Don't ask us about trial. Don't ask me about no. Hold on, real quick. I
didn't mean to do that. Go ahead.
Don't ask me about no trial, no bracket, no nothing. Okay, we just gonna have a summer full of great content.
Yeah.
No more trials, no more brackets, none of that shit.
I am tired of
this content. Just know that we
listen. We do very good with pre-scripted, but we all know how to freestyle with the best of them. So. Let's keep in mind, whatever happens this summer, happens this summer. But if you think we're doing brackets and trials and fucking thesis discussions, no.
I'm not editing all that shit.
Ain't this.
No.
This
the
ain't
summer's
that.
the summer's about fun.
Anyway, it's good to have all four of us back here. I know with life, life be life, but it's good to have all four of us in the building at one time. So, all right.
Yeah. Well, it's a special occasion. It's a special occasion.
I know you should have played it.
I know, that's why I played it.
Gotta mute my mic.
We back.
Oh my God. We here. We back.
Oh shit. All right, Nelson, do you want to tell the people why we are here, man? I'll give you some of Jeff's screen, man, since you have a shirt on that's like reflective of why we're here.
Oh, today's the Carmelo Anthony appreciation episode.
Mm-hmm.
So we in this podcast, unlike some of you other people on basketball Twitter, we respect Carmelo Anthony in this household, in this podcast household.
Mm-hmm.
So Melo has a profound impact, as an athlete, as a human being, on all of us. We all fans, obviously, me being from New York, just in general. So we figured, you know what?
That was my favorite player.
Young's favorite player, my favorite player. Everybody has love and respect for Melo. So I said, why not make an episode about Carmelo Anthony? He retired this past week after 19 or 20 years, however you want to put it.
Yeah, let me pull up that announcement video.
Yeah, pull that. Yeah, we could pull that up. So we decided to do a little, I think a segment was cool, but why not just do a whole little episode about it, and just discuss, his impact on and off the court and how much we appreciate him as a human being. and also as an athlete. So
yes, sir. Shout out to the one. We're gonna get into a discussion. I'm gonna ask y'all some questions about Melo. You know, see where we stand as a people on this. But
absolutely,
let's look at this announcement video.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Why he put this song, man?
Yeah, I was about to say this.
All right, so like we're gonna break this. We're gonna break this. We're gonna break this down. But like reading Melo's book, he is definitely God body, and like this is his shit. So
come on, man. You saw what number he wore at the Knicks, and he still got the chain. So why this song, man?
First of all, let me just start off by telling y'all, as a nigga that wears cardigans and sweaters, if your sweater has a cuff on the wrist like that, that's how you know a nigga mean business. Like that ain't no I'm just sitting here chilling. Like that cuff.
I got something to say.
Yeah.
I got something to say.
I remember the days when I had nothing, just a ball on the court, and a dream was something more. But basketball was my outlet. My purpose was strong, my communities, the cities I represented with pride, and the fans that supported me along the way. I am forever grateful for those people and places, because they made me, Carmelo Anthony. But now the time has come for me to say goodbye. To the court where I made my name, to the game that gave me purpose and pride. But this bittersweet goodbye to the NBA, I'm excited about what the future holds for me. When people ask what I believe my legacy is, it's not my feats on the court that come to mind, nor the awards or praise, because my story has always been more than basketball. My legacy, my son, it's in you. I will forever continue through you, because the time has come for you to carry this torch. So Kai, chase your dreams. Let nothing hold you back. Let nothing intervene. My legacy, now and forever, lives on through you.
That's his clone, yo.
And I'll always be proud of all that you do. Peace.
We got to keep it real with reality, and reality gonna keep it real with us. I remember them good old days.
I remember the good old days.
Rest in peace to Papa Wu, man.
Salute.
All right, man. Fuck all that, nah. Round of applause, man. That shit.
Wow.
That shit.
I had an EYBL game. I think it was today. And
yeah. It was earlier today.
Yeah. I think I put it up. I think I put it in the Discord too. He was going crazy.
Yeah, he was going crazy. Hey, man. Talking about Bronny and nah, I'm supposed to be watching Cayenne. I'm like,
nah.
There's gonna be the generation where the kids might be as good as their fathers. Cause you got Bronny, Bryce, and Cayenne coming up. And that's like what in 2-3 years they're gonna start. They're gonna probably
D-Wade's son too. D-Wade's son too. Yeah.
We'll be back in grocery.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Appreciation. G League team, I think.
He's straight. Like he ain't. I'm not saying he Cayenne or Bronny.
I ain't gonna count, man. Zaire, bro, go get your CDLs, bro.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
See, we try to provide black and brown excellence, Nelson. You see what these brothers do. You know what I'm saying? Like we try to be
murder, death, mayhem, destruction.
You gotta stop saying that shit, bro. And you get that?
You gotta stop laughing at it.
It's death, destruction, murder, and mayhem.
Murder, mayhem.
My
God!
I want Gucci to come for copyright.
Let me plug and say that episode is still on the Show Your Work Patreon, bro. Destruction, murder, and mayhem, man. I'm with all the shit. And speaking of death, destruction, murder, and mayhem, man. Right on motherfucking time, man. What's up,
yo? What's going on, fam?
Live from the harbor.
Yeah. How y'all doing tonight?
We hanging in there, brother. Glad you could join us, my brother. Winston was making another reference to
legend with the
Trapaholic 1 DVD, Death, Destruction, Murder, and Madness.
Damn, son.
Broomsticks on with all that shit. But nah, man, we just played the Melo retirement video. So I'm gonna ask y'all, how did y'all react when y'all first saw the video? Because for me, I was like, what? No!
I swear to God, that was my reaction.
Like no!
Every time I was like, I understand.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go around. Winston, you go, then Nelson, then Zell.
We are getting closer and closer to an end of us looking at Scout.com, Rivals.com, the high school games, the ESPN games, the era of Eric Gordon destroying Michael Jordan's children, Derrick Rose, LeBron versus Melo. That whole time, we just coming to a close of that chapter of our youth. And it's like once Bron and Chris Paul gone, it's like now we at a new level now.
Okay, Nelson.
Salute to a legend.
Nigga sad. What you expect? I'm sad.
Shout out to Marcel, man.
That's a Marcel, man. I had to use that clip. That's my favorite clip. I'm sad. What you mean? I'm sad. Fucking red room. That shit be crying. Nah, I was like, damn. Like,
it's only, but not really.
I was like, damn, this really happened. Like, he's really retiring. And this motherfucker needs Ghostface. All that I got is you to make it sadder. I'm like, damn, dog. Like, come on. Why? Like, I feel you, but shit. But yeah, it was just like, another player we grew up watching is now chilling. Like, he's done.
Yeah.
I kind of felt sad. I actually did feel sad in a way because, like, granted, he's my favorite, one of them, if not my favorite player, but just him, like, missing a year and a half, I'm like, he should have been at least top 6 or 7 all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was 30, he's like 200 points behind Shaq. Like, he would have beat that in 2 weeks or a month if you give him an extra month. But I mean, at the same time, like, it's bittersweet, but it's, considering everything, the fact that he ended where he did, and is still one of the most accomplished players considering the shit people have to say about him and, what certain organizations did against him, that says a lot. So at least he was at peace. He seems at peace with it. He don't seem like, damn, I have to retire. Yeah. He's kind of like, you know what? Well, all right. Like, I'm done. It's cool. It is what it is.
Yeah. So. All right, Zell. I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna ask you a question after that. So
I damn near shed a tear, man. I got
the
notification. I see I'm at work driving, and I see it on the watch. I almost had to pull over. Like, what? Niggas retiring? Baltimore legend, man. So it hit a little different, but I'm glad that he acknowledged his outside baby in the video.
You just had to bring that up, huh?
Family.
Man.
Family.
All right, Zell, let me ask you a question. Did you feel, because Winston mentioned a great point earlier about the end of an era, man, and I'm gonna be real with you. I know he's not a part of that era because he's older than Melo, but I really started to feel the end of the era, not even with Kobe, but really Dirk, man. Like, when I saw Dirk retire, that's when it hit me like, damn, my favorite player that I grew up watching is really retiring. Because, like, I was old enough to see Jordan, but not really. So, really, Dirk, Nash, J. Kidd, D-Wade, Melo, Bing. Like, these are all the guys I really, come on. Like, these are the guys I knew. So, like, when AI retired, it kind of felt like, okay, they forced him out the league kind of thing, right? Kobe, it was injuries, and it was like, he's just done. There's nothing else for him to do. But that year if I'm correct, didn't Duncan retire the year before, and then it was Dirk and then D-Wade the same year?
So
yeah,
I think so.
That's when I started to feel like, bro, my childhood really is gone now. And then it was really just Bron and Melo left, because I fuck with CP3, but as coming up I did, but it was really Bron and Melo as a kid, as a 10-year-old. That was like my two, So yeah, like, I think Dirk was when I really started to feel like, man, this shit sucks. So.
You know what it was though? I feel like it's sadder, I guess, but it's like kind of cool because they kind of knew it was time to hang it up. It wasn't like they was trying to fucking stage 80 comebacks, Paul Pierce, farewell tours and shit. They were just like, yo, I'm not like, I know I'm not the same guy I was at my prime. Like, yeah, I could contribute, but like at what cost? Like, I'm not gonna sit here begging for 20 minutes. Like, I can't do it no more, and that's it. We ain't pulling Kevin Garnett, the Paul Pierce, et cetera, et cetera. Melo was just a casualty of the bullshit. Like, let's be honest. But it just, it wasn't like everybody else trying to force a farewell tour out of it. He legit, he could have contributed. It's just like, all right, I'm done.
I mean, well, go ahead, Zell. Go ahead, please.
I was gonna say what it is for me is when like you start seeing players that you watch when you was growing up retire, and then they start becoming coaches and owning parts of teams and stuff, like because like and becoming commentators. Like when we come up, like we see these guys as commentators and stuff, and they coaches, and like somebody older than you, like your father or your older cousin, something might be like, oh yeah, he used to play in the league, like yeah, he used to be nice, so he was all right. Like you look at him like this nigga just a commentator. You feel me? Now we starting to see players that we grew up watching become commentators, owning parts of teams, coaching. And I think Jason Kidd might have been the one. Like we seen people become commentators like Shaq and Chuck and all that before. Jason Kidd becoming the coach.
It's like
might have been
it's
what did
crazy. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what gets me, that makes me laugh about the shit is just thinking about how, because I was reading Carmelo's book and we're gonna talk about that in a minute, but the fact that Kenny Anderson and Jerry Stackhouse are both coaches and they're literally down the street from each other is crazy, because Stackhouse is at Vanderbilt. And Kenny Anderson is at Fisk. And Youngin knows Fisk is in that area of Middle Tennessee around Murfreesboro, Nashville, MTSU, TSU, shit like that. So the fact that you got both of them guys down the street, hell, even in our city where we from, Bonzi Wells is a coach at, on, and Penny Hardaway is the coach of the Tigers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to think about, like, damn, like, we grew up knowing Penny and, all that. And now he's actually the coach of the Tigers. You know what I'm saying? Jason Kidd, like you said, is the coach of the team that drafted him almost 30 years ago. Like, that shit's insane to think about. So, yeah, for everybody listening, yeah, we getting older, and wiser, you feel me? So it's just crazy to think about. But,
yeah, that's who we are.
Like, and shit, we finna see the next level shit when LeBron retires, because we know LeBron gonna own a team. So, like, that's gonna be crazy to see. So
they say you try and get in there with the Las Vegas expansion.
Yeah, because I mean Vegas, that's the last domino shit with Vegas basically about to get the Oakland A's. It's like, bruh, like, it's really, Vegas is becoming East Oakland.
94 feet of hoop.
You said what? What'd you say, Winston?
You said all they need is 94 feet.
I'll say I'll say if that's the case, then
Nah, bro. Let me tell you something. You thought the money was running through there before? Shit, it's about to run through that motherfucker now. Like, shit.
That T-Mobile Arena about to be crazier.
Hey, Young, and I know you said
Floyd about to go crazy.
Young, and I know why you haven't gone to a Raiders game yet. I totally understand your reason, but man, nigga might have to go to Vegas, hit all three. You know that one sweet spot.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's
September, October
stadium.
September, October, where you can catch the NBA, MLB, and NFL all at the same time. Like, yeah, man, we might have to do that shit, bro.
I'm curious to know where the Vegas arena is, because I know where the T-Mobile arena is. I actually went to Vegas.
The Allegiant? It's right by the Mandalay Bay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's on the strip.
It's on the strip.
Shit. It's like behind the strip, basically. Like, I went there maybe 2 years ago. We stayed at Mandalay Bay. Look out the window, and it's like right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
That's
think
like
they said.
Go ahead, Relay. My fault.
No, I think they already got the land. They got the land and everything they need
For the baseball stadium.
I'm trying to find the schematics for that shit.
Yeah, because I know AAA. I forgot what their team is now, but because it used to be the Mets team. And then Syracuse, the 51s.
51s.
And I think they changed the team name again, but because the funny part is I went to Vegas. The last time I went to Vegas, it was funny enough Memorial Day weekend as we're recording this. And I went to that year was I think the T-Mobile Arena's first like event was like a month after I went. So like literally if you stay in the Monte Carlo, you could see it.
Right.
Like if you stay in the Monte Carlo facing the other side of the strip, that was where my hotel room was, and I saw like the T-Mobile Arena, like they literally had like the flyer. I think it was a UFC event. Was the first event there.
Oh yeah, UFC definitely. Yeah,
but yeah, the team. I went there the summer, like they were like literally at like 99% done with the T-Mobile Arena. So I figured that's where the basketball, the teams are going to be at.
Oh yeah, the basketball game is 100% gonna be the T-Mobile. Like that's happening. Yeah. The only thing is they just not gonna have no Friday gonna be the last game. They probably ain't gonna have that many Sunday and Saturday games due to
because all the
fights and stuff.
Because it's literally next to the T-Mobile Arena is. It's like it's more behind the Monte Carlo, but like it's kind of in between the Monte Carlo and the New York.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fact that this baseball junk gonna be right there by the MGM is crazy too. When you look at like the proximity, like it's literally across the street. Like, yeah. But go ahead, Winston.
I was saying, I think the only thing is needed for the basketball team if somebody's going to invest in a close facility for practice, like a close practice facility.
They'll probably use the Thomas and Mack.
Because that's the only thing that they need to build per se.
No, not really.
Out in that area. They could use. I'm talking about for the basketball team. They
could use UNLV's facilities because they use it for the summer league. They use the Thomas and Mack, and I forgot what's the other arena called? I think it's the Cox Center or something like that, or the Cox Cable Center, some shit like that. So they can use either one of those arenas for practicing.
And this is how I know. This is how I know some money involved. Motherfuckers finna the Las Vegas A's field is gonna be the Tropicana field. Pepsi dropping that money.
Yeah. Hashtag.
Makes you think. You know,
things make you go.
Makes you wonder.
It's a lot of like them hotels got like convention centers in them too.
Yeah, that's what I.
For them, they can set up practice there for the baseball. I mean, for basketball,
they could, but I ain't gonna lie, they run the risk of like too many people interacting with them there. So they probably gonna. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if T-Mobile Center has like some extra room in the cut where they could add that shit in there. I wouldn't be surprised if they were planning on that. And they could just probably add that expansion because it ain't gonna happen for some years. They could probably add it on site for real.
They could do that, but I think UNLV is close enough that they could go there.
Because Youngin, don't correct me if I'm wrong. Don't FedEx got the shit in there, like a little extra court in there? That's not on the main basketball court for practice and shit.
Shit, I think so.
I don't know.
I can't hear you, bro. What you say?
Gotta refresh, my brother. Refresh.
Yeah, but yeah, they it's all good. I was gonna say they should have room to add that shit because anytime I think they knew that when they added that shit because they had All-Star game there and shit, like they got the room to add some practice facilities there. It's just with MGM, dog, like. You have niggas literally waiting outside to like, because you already got people that wait outside practice facilities now. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if they knew like a top 10 NBA player was gonna be there every fucking day. Like that'd be wild. So yeah, no, but we'll see what they end up doing with that shit. Young and
to answer your question, I don't know.
I think it is one on, like, I think when you first walk in that bitch, I think it's on the right hand side. Like when you walk in the main entrance of the Forum, I think it's on the right.
It
But
could be.
I think the
Brooklyn
FedEx
has
one.
it too. Bro, I think the Nets have it. Funny enough, near the hospital I was born at.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they practice in. So they're in downtown Brooklyn, like by
Mhm.
Fort Greene and like Carroll Gardens, and then the practice facilities in Sunset Park. They call it Industry City. It's Sunset Park. It's just literally by the waterfront. There's nothing but industrial buildings there, and then like the hospital's like the next block over, I think, or something like that. So
Right.
I think so.
Right.
But
But
so they could do
nah.
that too. But
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I'll be right back, but I was gonna say, when do y'all think that Vegas team will be had? Like, when do you think that'll be official? What year? Y'all had to guesstimate.
Was it 2023? LeBron has another year, 24 on Lakers contract. His son 20. They're going to make the announcement in 25.
I was about to say the same thing, maybe 25, 26.
Yeah.
I'll probably
I
say
think
20, 24, 25, or 25, 26, they'll announce it. And then probably 27, 28, 20, 29, they'll start.
Because I think what they're going to do is probably do Seattle and Vegas at the same time and move two teams over to the East. I think they're going to try
they would have to move some teams to the East.
Yeah. Memphis.
Do you think? All right, I have a theory. I think the NBA, because 34 is a weird number. I think they'll do 36, and I think that they'll eventually end up adding, like you said, move some teams to the East so that it'll be even on both sides type of deal. And then like, because Seattle, Vegas, and there's probably gonna be another one that they add in there, and then all you have to really do is just what's not that makes two, so it had to be two more. We'll see. I was just gonna say, timeline wise though, let's be real. Bron ain't retiring until 25 because of the fact that Bronny got this year coming up, 23,
Exactly.
24. And then Bron is gonna do a Ken Griffey. So
yeah.
So I would say 26 will probably be when they make that move happen. But shit, Bron got the Brinks truck for that shit right now. So it ain't even, that ain't even no problem. So yeah, nah. All right. Well, now that I'm back, again, that was a good conversation. But man, let me pull myself on the Summer Jam screen. Color Money, please. All right.
Off camera, by the way.
I know what I'm doing, brother. I know what I'm doing. Because I went to go get Carmelo's book because that's what we're gonna be talking about next, man. So for everybody listening, this is From Where Tomorrows Aren't Promised, a memoir of survival and hope by Carmelo Anthony. This book is not that much, even on retail. You can probably find this book for like $10 now. So highly recommend it. It was a really good read all the way through. So I want to give a big shout out to Melo and D. Watkins for that book. And Zell is here, so I want to ask Zell a couple of questions about the book that only somebody as a native Baltimore resident could explain. So can you tell me about the Paradise Classic?
I have no idea about the Paradise Classic.
Okay, that might be before our time. Because he mentioned in the book is like one of those like Baltimore like basketball summer events that was like a big event.
Yeah.
So.
See, like it's a couple of them around, like, but by the time like I was old enough to go out and like actually watch these games and stuff. The major one was at the Melo Center.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. So
and I think to add to both of you guys' points, back then a lot of the best hoopers, you had to come through with 3 to 7 pounds heavier to go to those sections. When them games are set. Yeah, you had to be ready. You had to be ready.
But no, it was a good.
I like that reference.
It was good though. Hearing him not hearing him, but literally reading him describe like Red Hook in the late 80s, early 90s, you know, for black and brown, and then even going into Baltimore, you know, which was a cultural difference. Like, you know, when dude took his he was talking about when dude took his keys and was flinging them shits around like that, and he had to, mom told him like, look, you're not coming back in until you win, so you better go out there. And he was like, it's something about when you when your mom is watching you fight to give you that energy to whoop a nigga ass. So yeah, just him describing his brothers, you know, it was a pretty good stuff. I was dying laughing at him saying his mom, even though she was the biggest deaconess and church lady, loved going to MSG to watch WWF in the early 90s, like watching Macho Man and Savage and Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, all that. So that was pretty cool to see. Go ahead, Zell.
Like, cause like when Melo was, when he came down here, like he stayed on Myrtle Avenue. Like that's where my cousin and stuff was. Like I basically grew up down there, right? So like my cousins and all them like really know Melo like that. But they said, like, I don't want to say your name wrong, but they said he had a cousin that was nicer than him at basketball, would have made it to the league.
Luck.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Luck.
But he had met his untimely demise before he could get that far. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he talks about him in the book, like pretty. Because I didn't finish it, but I read a good amount, and I just, this week's been crazy. Maybe tomorrow I'll read the rest of it. But yeah, he mentions about like how Luck was like better than him, but he was just like, you know, he was running around in the streets and shit, and then shit caught up to him.
He was talking about how like his older brother, his blood, like his half brother, Just was cool and Wolf was cool, but Luck was really the one that was like on it, but Luck was always caught up in the streets. Like he was always, you know, there's even a picture, it's fucked up, but there's a picture in the book, and let me see if it'll pull up here. But I might have to add it to the video. I'll add it to the video. There's a picture in the book, and it's of him. He's chilling, and it's all like it's him and his brothers. You know what I'm saying? And Luck, because he considered Luck a brother, and it was like the night that he got killed type shit. So yeah, it was between that, his stepdad being on heroin, and you know, him having to take care of him, you know, and then watching him die and stuff like that. It's like, it's good to read books like this because all you really see is like, you know, highlight tapes and, you know, oh, he's the next guy with Braun. You really don't see like, damn, my nigga was really going through shit, you know. And even just seeing them talking about just the differences like in private school basketball versus like public school shit. Like as somebody who played private school basketball myself, like who went to a Christian school, like, you know, it's a great read. He talks about when he was at Townsend and they weren't trying to hear they weren't trying to hear none of that 5% of shit. They were like, nah. They weren't trying to hear none of that. They was like, they basically he basically said like, look, you here because you black and you can ball. Outside of that, stay in line. You know what I'm saying? So it was good to see him talk about that. But I was gonna ask you, man, like they were calling his apartment complexes like the murder house complexes. What I'm trying to remember the name of them. What's some shit's called?
Murphy Homes.
Yeah, they were calling them murder homes and shit. Yeah, like I'm gonna say if you could speak to
familiar,
Jex.
Yeah.
It's a high rise, you feel me? Like it might have been like 17, 18 floors, you feel me? High rise joint. Like apartments lined up and then like just a big gate on the outside. So like you could go out your door, walk up to the gate and look out, you feel me? But yeah, it's the projects, man. I mean, what can you say? Like it goes down there like to the point where like they might find a body and then incinerated like once a month type.
Yeah, because he said when he first moved down there, like the first week he was down there, was a young girl around his age that came from the Bronx, and they found her in a trash can. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that first week. So that just goes. But I mean, we all live in the South, been around the South. Like Man, anytime you see homes, gardens, shit like that, man.
Yes. Well, hold on. Houses. We got houses.
Houses, gardens, homes,
heights.
Heights. Help me out here, youngin.
Terrace.
Lake.
Yeah.
Lake.
Sometimes.
Oh my
Lake.
God.
Yeah, lake.
You see neighborhood with a lake.
Tree. Anything with a tree. Whether it's just tree by itself, rose,
treetop,
elm,
bridge.
Oh yeah, out here, bridge. Woo. But James Bridge, man.
Woo.
Shit.
Queensbridge.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
High Bridge, Kingsbridge.
Or I got you. And don't let it have park in the name either. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or we got a spot.
Village.
We got a spot here called Park Heights.
It's definitely going down. Hey,
Winston on 3. Hold on, Winston on 3. 1, 2, 3. Death, destruction, murder.
Mayhem. That's how you spell it.
That's Gucci Mane's 4 Horsemen.
And the crazy thing is, that's where Pimlico is. That's where like they have the Preakness in Park Heights.
Yep.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, man. But it was a good book. Only thing I will say I wish he got more into was more of his transition into like from him going from Oak Hill to the pros, like him going from Oak Hill to Syracuse to the pros. He kind of breezed through that, and I get it because the beginning of the book is heavier. Him talking about his brothers and his dad passing, and even the story. Go ahead, young.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off, my bad, because you actually read the book. But it's like that transition. Yeah, we ain't see everything, but we kind of seen it. We kind of had access to it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be real. Like the reason I say that is because the detail he was given before that, I kind of wish he gave more detail that we did, because there's stuff in there that we didn't see that he talked about.
Right.
Like even when he was talking about when he won in Syracuse, he said Boeheim closed the door. It's like, so what you plan on doing? He's like, man, we're gonna run it up another year. He said, man, and he said, Boeheim said, and I quote, man, if you don't get the fuck off my campus, man, you don't go to the league. If you don't go to the
family out the
league,
ghetto,
he said,
Boeheim told him, bro, what you mean?
He was like, what do you? He's like, look, you're getting off of this campus, you're going to the league, and you're getting the fuck up out of here. If I see you on my campus, I'm kicking you out myself. Like,
but I think that's also because Carmelo made that promise to himself, like, oh, if we win, I'm leaving. And then I'm at to remind him, like, yo, you
talking about it in the book,
but in a way, he was like, yo, go ahead, like.
In the book, he talked about it. He was like, he could have went pro with like the year before, but he knew he didn't have the weight that he needed. That, like you said, that 7 pounds you got to add on Winston. He knew he was lanky, so he added. Yeah. So he was saying like he had to, he was basically doing it to make sure his draft stock went crazy, because obviously everybody knew Braun was gonna go number 1 when they got it that year. So yeah.
There was some other things that they didn't know, that they had footage in Serbia.
Yeah. Oh, he talked about that in detail, but go ahead, Zell.
I was saying it's crazy, like you said about adding that 7 pounds, adding that weight. Like Melo used to be skinny, like a stick. You feel me? And I remember seeing him. Then I guess when he left, I ain't seen him for a while. And then I'm down there in Myrtle Ave at my aunt's house, and the McDonald's game is on, and he at the free throw line, and she like, there you go, right there. And I'm like, nah, no way, you feel me? Because he was way bigger than he used to be, and like for him to still have to put on some more weight before he felt comfortable to go to the league is crazy.
Yeah, he talked about it because, like he said, he was talking about the growing pains and how he went from little cello to Melo. You know what I'm saying, that we know. So that was interesting. But he talked about the draft too. He was like, Larry Brown was like all in his face, like, yeah, man, we're gonna bring you on. Da, da, da. Said they drafted Darko. He was like, man, he said, man, my family is here, man. You told me this would be a Detroit. So I wish he would have got, because the book is only like 200 pages. I wish we would get an extra 50 pages basically on them last 2 chapters, because there's some interesting stuff there. But
the biggest what if in NBA history is what if Carmelo got drafted to Detroit?
3 rings, yeah, 3 rings, 3 of them hoes.
Because Darko got the first ring.
Yeah,
out of that draft class.
Passing
Gatorades. The only ring, basically. Yeah.
Passing Gatorades.
Yep, riding bench. Like that's crazy how that turned out. And then it's even crazier because we in Memphis always remember that because that was supposed to be the Memphis pick. And so that went to Detroit. So we like, damn, we like, and you hear Grizzly fans all the time talking about, man, like we could have had Melo, we could have had D Wade, we could have had Bosh, we could have had somebody that year. And I forgot who the Grizzlies ended up drafting. I think it was it Dante Jones? I think it was.
Yeah, it was out of Duke.
Yeah, because he had that 1 year at Duke. But and he had ball because I think wasn't him and Luol Deng the same year?
Well, they was there around the same time, but yeah,
I think Deng may have came the next year.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at this. I mean, and then I'm just gonna pull up the 03 draft for us to look at. And I was like, the 03 draft is really the first NBA draft I really remember like that. Because I remember like he talked about it. He said we all had on them Steve Harvey suits. I had on the LeBron had on the I had on the cream suit and I had on the gray suit. Yeah, because he may be from New York, but he does have that Baltimore accent. So yeah, like again, look at this. I mean, look at this lineup, man.
Chris Kaman,
dog, Heinrich. Dog,
Heinrich,
Heinrich was hooping in Kansas. TJ Ford was on the cover of 2K, the college hoops jump. Big ass shorts.
Motherfucker, shit like a Mario suit with them shorts he had on.
Yeah, Michael Petras, Nick Collins,
Jarvis Hayes,
Lou Rittenauer,
Marcus Banks, which got traded to Boston, I think, for Dante Jones. Luke Rittenauer, Troy Bell I do remember Troy Bell, David West, Sasha Pavlovic, Dante Jones,
Morris
Diaw,
Travis
Bo Outlaw. Yeah, from out here,
Brian Cook, Carlos Delfino, excuse me.
Perkins,
Leandro Barbosa, Josh
Howard, J-Ho,
nigga,
legend,
Jason Capona. Look at the
Jason Capona.
Jason Capona,
Luke Walton. Look at those.
Jerome Beasley.
That's another
Steve Blake, man.
Blake. Luke Walton is another one that he came in for a hot second and then he was coaching real quick.
Yeah, no, he was cool, but man, he
got his 10 years in, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it. He was smart with his.
Damn, look at the Knicks draft page. I don't think I saw the other dude play. I seen Michael Sunya play. That's a waste of time.
Willie Green,
Zaza Pachulia,
Keith Bogus,
Matt Bonner,
Mo Will,
James
Jones, Kyle Korver.
Whoa.
Dog, and then the undrafted, bro. Shout out to Earl Barron, man. Memphis Tiger days, man. You know what I'm saying?
Once a Nick, always a Nick. Earl Barron, Jose Calderon.
Marquise Daniels.
Wow. That's a name.
David Stearns, NBA, bro. Marquise Daniels, bro.
Josh Powell, Quinn Ross. Go down.
This is an interesting.
Theron Smith.
Smith.
Well, hey man, that might be the greatest up and down draft class.
Nah, dog. Marquise. Every time I see Marquise Daniels, all I think about with Marquise Daniels, all I think about is I just see dreads, Rich Boy mixtapes, and floaters. That's all the things I see.
You remember? You remember Marquise Daniels had that chain with like his own head with like the dreads?
Yes.
Like the dreads.
Yo, what I'm telling you is David Stern seen Marquise Daniels and said, "Oh no, suits is in effect.
You niggas wearing suits. Yeah, you niggas is wearing suits.
Bring out the goddamn suits. Tired of this shit." Man said, matter of fact, matching uniforms at All-Star games, suits, all this shit. Y'all don't even get the thug out of Nikes no more. Reeboks, nigga. Fuck this shit.
Marquise Daniels, bro. God damn. That's a name.
Whew. Shout out to Marquise Daniels, wherever you at in life, brother. But man, you came in on pure bullshit, bro. And again, he was on the Mavs at first, Zell, remember? Then he went to the Pacers.
I used to kill with Marquise Daniels on the game.
Man, what?
Marquise Daniels, legend.
Bruh, Marquise Daniels used to come in when Nash and all used to sit down and then light that bitch up for a quick 15 and sit right the fuck back down, man. Like, there's one thing about Mark Q, but he gonna keep a nigga on the team. He gonna keep at least one of them. Like, because from Marquise Daniels to Josh Howard to later on we had
started with Mike Finley.
Nah, nigga, I'm talking about like okay. Michael Finley.
Yeah.
Love Michael Finley. As an African American. Marquise Daniels, Josh Howard, Monte Ellis.
Some niggas.
There's some niggas. Especially
the ethnicity is nigga.
Nah, I get tight though when I see Marquise Daniels. It's like, bro, we really, if the refs literally did not bribe, like the Mafia didn't bribe that motherfucker, we really would have won that 06 series. But hey, it is what it is. As we recording this, the Heat might give up the draw, so you know, we shall see. But I'm gonna warn y'all now: if the Heat give up the draws, hey man, this guy right here will be the most insufferable motherfucker on the planet.
I feel like, you know what it feels like? I feel like, you know that Wario meme, I've won, but at what cost? Because I have to watch the Boston Celtics and Miami Heat as a Knicks fan.
Nah, man.
But I was right. Listen, if they lose, I was right. So, you know, I don't take any solace the fact that, like, I'm not rooting for anything, but, you know, I was right. I'll just keep it at that. Miami giving up draws. That sounds like Miami.
I mean, I'm gonna say this: when it's still fuck both of y'all. I mean, it's fuck both of y'all. Like, you know, I win either way because somebody gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it goes, man. Now,
shout out to Red Hook. Shout out to Red Hook also. You know, so
Brooklyn.
It's funny because I know exactly. He named the apartment. I know exactly where that is.
He was talking about how you know, the front of Red Hook is where, you know, us where we at, but the back of Red Hook is where all the racist shit goes down. You know, so yeah. So I haven't seen. I told y'all before. I've like it's a couple fun movies I've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? That's been a long time since I've seen them. Was Do the Right Thing based off Red Hook?
No, Bed-Stuy.
Bed-Stuy. Okay. I got you. Okay.
Nah, Red Hook is more. So Red Hook is like on the water. It's like it's weird because it's 10 to fit. Like literally, it's 10. If you took the bus, it's like 10 to 15 minutes from downtown Brooklyn. If you drive, it's like 10 to 15, same thing. But then like you got to walk to the train from where you at because the closest train is Smith and 9th, which is the F and the G train. So that's like more Carroll Gardens. That's like the affluent part of Brooklyn. But Red Hook is also a neighborhood that is one of the neighborhoods that dealt with gentrification too. So because it was not when he talks about he grew up there, it was not a good neighborhood at that time. It's gotten better.
Yeah. Well, I do like
not a good neighborhood.
I do like Melo's New Yorkisms, like the way he put over the young lords and was making them seem like they were just like, you know, they did do good, but it's like when people tell certain histories on like P Stones and like, you know, Gangsta Disciples. It's like, yeah, but there are some things. However,
I mean, he wasn't wrong about them.
No, he wasn't wrong. But what I'm saying is, young lords turned into later on, you know, some whole other stuff like, you know, low life and all that, which you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, and the kids of young lords started doing all that.
That's what I'm saying. Like young lords was great.
His kid, like the generation when he was a kid, that was the deviation.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas was getting killed over the Snow Beach jackets. But. Yeah, like also. That's how I know Melo's a real New Yorker and a real East Coaster. He was talking about how the old wino in the neighborhood used to boost candy, and like basically they used to go and sell candy, hustle that shit. So he'd take them to like Marshalls to get, you know, get polo shirts and, you know, heel figure and shit like that. You know, niggas that, you know, niggas like, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, they used to try to get them. He said, and I quote, he was like, yeah, they tried to get me to get some chaps, but I said I could never, you know, I could never wear no chaps because, you know, chap stands for could have had a polo shirt. Could never. So could never. So yeah, no, that was good to see him talk about that.
Remember when neighborhoods used to have local junks? They don't got that no more, man.
Oh, bro, be your best friend, bro. Like
now it's smoke shops all over New York City.
Man, would be look, the local junkie, bro, would literally be like, hey man, what you like? Nah, man, get your ass in the house, man. Get your ass in the house, man. Like knowing he finna go do a whole line in 15 minutes. Bullshit. Yep. But he's still telling you, nah.
He told you
young ass in the crib. Yeah, because I don't know if he changed his OG's name, but I know he said his OG's name was Big Hand Wood. And he was saying that Big Hand Wood was like the guy like that was really running the shit over there in the Murphy homes. You know what I'm saying? He would be like, yo, Melo, your mom's calling you, get your ass in the house. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, you know, you trying to go to the skating rink. We finna meet up and air this bitch out. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the thing. It's like when he was like, because like, all right, Murphy Homes was like at the end of Myrtle Avenue. Like Myrtle Avenue was a long street. Then like right at the bottom of it was the projects, Murphy Homes, right? So when he was down there, like niggas knew, like, cause like he was going, like you said, he was going out Towson to go to school to hoop. Niggas was taking him to basketball practice and stuff. Niggas knew that like he had that talent, so they would always look out for him, like make sure he don't get in no trouble. And then later on, you know, when he was like Stop Snitching DVD, he was fucked with the niggas from a different hood called White Lock, you feel me? And they was the niggas that just wanted to, they knew yo was nice and they just wanted to put the money on yo at the game, you feel me?
Yeah. Because he was talking about he was mainly running it up at like Robert C. and, you know, different like, you know, gyms and shit out there. But then it was really when he went to Townsend where he had to, you know, get it. Sure, he was talking about how, you know, how racist they were, like how they wouldn't even let him really get varsity and shit like that until they told him, like, you know, he was like Oak Hill really changed the shit. But he even said like he told his OG, like, you know, hey man, I'm trying to get up out of here. I know y'all finna go to Vegas this weekend. And his OG was like, nah, little nigga stay in school, and the OG got killed. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that shit there was crazy to think about.
Because Towson's like north of Baltimore, right?
Yeah, like all right, like Baltimore is the city. You feel me? It's like
off to the side. Yeah,
it's the only city in Maryland. Everything else is like a county. You feel me? So like, Baltimore is right there in the middle. You feel me? And then like outside, like surrounding Baltimore,
Essex County is going up.
You feel me? Yeah. So like Towson is like up. Like so, if you go from Baltimore and you go north, like maybe like 10-15 minutes up one street from downtown. Like if you go up like any street from like Charles Street, York Road, you feel me? You go up and you in Towson.
Oh shit, that's
like
I was gonna say
it's kind of a suburb, but it's not really a suburb. You feel me?
I was gonna say
it's got like a college area. That's it.
I was gonna say Youngin, that's like Raleigh and Millington. From what he described, because like from where we at, you know what I'm saying? Like if you in Memphis, because Raleigh's is Raleigh considered Memphis? Because like so like Raleigh's considered Memphis, you know what I'm saying? But if you go up 10 minutes up the street, you in Millington, and that's where I'm from. That's the country. It's a base town, you know what I'm saying? Navy base town and shit. So like it's a suburb, but it's also like it's considered a city, but it really ain't no city like what you think of when you think of a city. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Towson wasn't like this the time he was talking about, but like now, you feel me? Like Towson got a mall, and in that mall, it's like the regular. It's one big mall, but like one section is like the luxury section. You feel me? Like they got like a Louis store over there and shit like that. You feel me? So like I let you know, like Towson got them apartments that might cost you like $2,100 for a 2-bedroom. So like it's kind of the suburbs because like you're not gonna move out there unless you got the money to live out there. But it's not really the suburbs because it's niggas out there.
I got you. I got you. So yeah, no, I think
and it's real close to where niggas be at. You feel me?
But yeah, them niggas. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm gonna talk to you more about that off air because I would talk to you more about that off air. But nah, shout out to geography. You know we love geography here on Show Your Work.
Shout out to Red Hook.
Shout out to Red Hook. Shout out to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to homes, gardens, parks, trees,
terraces, heights.
All
the
that
terrace.
shit.
Oh Lord, not the terrace.
Yeah, shout out to the terraces.
Yeah. All right. So that's really all I had on the book. I definitely recommend y'all checking the book out. Like I said, that book, I'm gonna look it up right now. That book can't be but $10-15 now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been out a little minute now, so it's not like it's gonna cost you a pretty penny like that now. Like I'm looking on Amazon right now. You can get the book, the hardcover, like I got for $14. So that ain't shit. Nigga gonna spend that on a Wendy's combo. You know what I'm saying? Like but it's a good book. Like I said, I would definitely recommend getting it. Even if you don't have that, I would even say do an Audible trial, like listen to the audiobook. You know what I'm saying?
I was just looking it up now to see if it's on Audible. It definitely is.
It's on Audible. So yeah, and that book has been out for a minute, but it's still in the top of the basketball shit. Because you know, obviously, Kobe, Phil Knight shit always gonna be at the top. Like that's just you know, Shoe Dog is always gonna be. I might have to read Shoe Dog down the line and discuss it in the episode. Like that's always gonna be one of them books that like is always brought up and shit. Yeah, but no, I think Stephen A just came out with a book. I'm looking. I see Kenny Smith has a book for some reason, but let me not shit on Kenny Smith. Let me not shit on Kenny Smith. Nah. But shout out to Carmelo's book. Now, I am gonna ask this before I get into some questions as we get ready to wrap up. These questions gonna make y'all think. I'm gonna ask a funny question. Zell, are we getting a Carmelo drink?
I can make that happen.
I think you should make that happen.
I
think you should make that happen. Y'all heard it here first.
Tribute.
Yeah, because I don't think for our generation, you know what I'm saying, like Melo's our guy. I think a Stay Melo drink would be fire. Might do some traction.
I think we can make that happen.
Yeah,
the wheels are turning.
Yeah, and when you do, you know what I'm saying, let me know so that I can, you know what I'm saying, make sure I add it to my little notebook, you know what I'm saying, for the, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
All right, so we talked about book. Now I gotta ask y'all some questions, man. All right. Whew, this is gonna be hard. All right, let's start off with none of these are easy. All right. Color money, please. Where in the ranking of small forward history in the National Basketball Association do we rank Carmelo Anthony?
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a good question.
Let's
think of small forward. Let's think of automatics.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it easy on us. I'm gonna share an article that has the top small forwards on there, and a lot of this shit is gonna be older cats. But let's just see where we put Carmelo after looking at these names.
Automatic for me. You got.
Hold on. So let me go from the top, youngin. Hold on. Let's look at this real quick. Hold that thought, please, my brother. All right. So y'all see. And this is Hoops Hype's list. This is not our list. We literally just gonna name these names and then we're gonna go ourselves. So they got LeBron at number 1, Bird at 2, KD at 3, Dr. J at 4, Elgin Baylor at 5, Pippen at 6, Havlicek at 7, Kawhi at 8, Rick Barry at 9, Dominique Wilkins at 10, James Worthy at 11, Melo is at 12, Paul Pierce is at 13, Alex English is at 14, Paul Arizin is at 15, I think. Yeah. Bernard King is at 16, Adrian Dantley is at 17, Paul George is at 18, Billy Cunningham is at 19, and Jamal Wilkes is at 20. Now, respect to the legends, but I'm gonna go off of my era. Because me not seeing Vince Carter or T-Mac up here is kind of, triggering, but I get it. But I'm gonna ask y'all in the National Basketball Association,
segregation.
Where do y'all have Carmelo? And I'm gonna start it off with my brother Youngin. All right. If Youngin is not going to respond, I'm going to start off with King Murphy Media. Maybe something happened with Youngin. So,
and this is just small forwards.
Just small forwards.
Just
small forwards.
Small forwards. Melo top 10. Melo top 10, just sticking off the top of the dome. He's flirting with the top 5.
Who is your 5?
Right now, I have to go with Braun, Dr. J, Scottie Pippen. I guess you gotta do Larry Bird. Just too many accolades. And then that's where you get to the tie of like the James Worthy. Well, I put Vince Carter as a small forward. I mean, as a shooting guard. I put T-Mac as a 3. So I got Melo over T-Mac. So he might be flirting with number 5, 6, 7. That's where Melo's at in my top 10.
Okay. All right. I can respect that. All right. Nelson, what about you?
I would swap him with Dominique Wilkins.
At 10?
He cracks the 10.
That list, I don't have Kawhi that high.
You can argue Kawhi. So he would, if I had to put him, because I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't know. Jesus Christ, my iPad fell. I wouldn't watch one fucking John Havlicek play in my life. Like, no disrespect to John Havlicek, but I put him at 7, 8. But
even on this list, I mean, like, yeah, I'm not like all we know. Literally, is Havlicek stole the ball. That's all the fuck we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we fucking know about John Havlicek. You know what I'm saying?
I put him. He's. I don't think he should be lower than 10. I swap him with Dominique, and I've said that before. And people were like, "Oh, you fucking bugging." And I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Nah, I think
I would shit. There was an argument that people said Paul Pierce is better than him. I said, "No, he's not."
Hell no.
Bro, literally, listen. Earl's not on this podcast. Shout out to Earl.
Thank God.
Earl and I used to talk about all the time. Yeah, because y'all got y'all problems.
No, because Earl will be trying to tell me about some of these cats pre-segregation stats that I don't care about. Dog. Like, fam, I don't care respectfully. Earl, I'm just joking, Earl, but my nigga, I'm sorry. I love, like, Rick Barry was an offensive guy, but Melo literally did what Rick Barry did and better to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Rick Barry is a better passer, but that's it. Like, yeah, continue though. But shout out to fearless leaders.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to Mo Earl. But yeah, I just think that like Carmelo, he'd be no worse than 10 to me. I can understand the Kawhi thing. I get it. Havlicek, I mean, like I said, okay. Who do they have in front of him?
It was James Worthy, Dominique.
No, number 9, not Worthy.
9 was Rick Barry. 10 was Dominique. 11 was James Worthy.
Yeah, he's in the 7 to 10 range, depending on preference.
Okay.
So
I'd
swap him over Dominique.
You got Elgin Baylor over Melo. Let's get negative. Let's get next.
Oh, yeah.
Now, no, hold on, because here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Elgin Baylor's numbers is crazy, bro.
They are. That's why I asked. Like, hold up,
bro. Like this motherfucker's knee just 1 year fell off his fucking leg, and then like his stats just fucking.
Yeah.
Like literally, if you look at Elgin, it's like 20, 22, 24. He had like a 30-point.
Yeah,
year,
but
20. But yeah,
but who was my man playing?
That. See, it sounds so good when you say it, bro. But when I say it,
it sounds great.
I'm the evil guy. I hate these
like,
niggas. It's,
you like but Melo and Elgin Baylor is a good argument because you can't. No, here's the thing. Here's why. You can't because now NBA Twitter is if you didn't win a ring, you ass.
I'm gonna talk about that in a second. I'm gonna talk about that in a second.
So we're in that era of basketball. But if you you can compare the numbers. Considering who Melo had to go against.
Pause. Melo will work Elgin Baylor, man.
Man, I'm talking about sitting there.
Have him in a ringer.
Man. Put Melo in a time machine against the Lakers back in the day, man. And Melo is sending Elgin Baylor to hell with the Isley brothers playing in the background, nigga. Like, man.
Let's see, Elgin Baylor. Cause I gotta see like how
headaches.
All right, Elgin Baylor was 6'5", Yeah, Melo's working.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Melo's working him. Like, what are we? Man, Melo with the
was a big small forward for his time.
Yeah, because Elgin Baylor was 6'5", 225.
Yeah.
Melo is 6'7". Well, he's listed as 6'7", 238. So
let me do this. Let me do this, right? And this list is outdated too. But at the time this list was made, Elgin Baylor is 33rd all-time in scoring. He's 153rd all-time in assists, and he's 27th all-time in rebounds, right? All right. We go to Melo, right? At the time, Melo was 9th in scoring, 75th in rebounds, 88th in steals, and 197th in blocks. Now, I know them bigger numbers is like whatever, but when you think about how many players played in the NBA all time,
yeah. I mean, Elgin Baylor got some crazy numbers.
I like Elgin Baylor.
Melo might have to go. It's literally because his last 2 years, he played 13 years, but his last 2 years, he played 2 games 1 year and not the next.
You know what it is? Zell. It's when a nigga pause. As you would say, it's when a nigga spank you for a decade, dog. It's like I understand you was good, bro, but the nigga Bill Russell spanked y'all every fucking year. Like they up the score on y'all every goddamn year, bro. Like, listen, all due respect to Elgin, Jerry, and that fraud. I don't even want to say his name, number 13, but man. Anybody trying to hear that shit, man. I know Earl's gonna call me like, brother, you being very disrespectful right now. You don't know what Elgin Baylor had to do to break down barriers and all that shit, man. I hear you, Earl, but nah, man. Like, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I feel all that breaking down barriers stuff, but when it comes down to brass tacks, man.
Melo did it too.
Man, right. And he working him. He working him.
That nigga was playing carpenters, man. These niggas were 82 games they playing in the NBA. But
all right, I'm gonna tell you another.
In the off season, these niggas got regular jobs, man. They got CDLs and HVAC jobs, man.
Niggas selling cars. Niggas selling Humvees.
These niggas selling Cadillacs, nigga. Like Pontiacs.
These niggas today in the off season, man. They's getting ready for the next season.
That nigga was back in the day. That nigga won the court and hoop, and then them niggas was going to the dealership selling Buick Lucernes and shit, bro. Like
they're going to Vietnam in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
talking to niggas in the hey, bro. Like, yeah, you know I can get you a good deal on that motherfucking on that Fleetwood. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Hey man. Ain't coming out some new shit. It's called a Firebird Trans Am. It's a bad motherfucker, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey man,
fuck with me.
Nah,
you get you a signing bonus on that Thunderbird.
You gonna say
because you my man, I get you a couple $dollars off on that El Camino.
What'd you say? I can't hear
I'm gonna put it in the prep.
Okay. No, I know. I ain't shitting on Buick Lacerns, bro. I'm just saying, like, that's what them niggas was selling back in the day, bro. Niggas was
Nigga, they
literally.
wasn't in the round back in the day.
Okay, all right, excuse me. I apologize. Cadillac DeVille's. You feel better now?
Nah, it was so
Chevy trucks, nigga. Like, man. Yeah, John, I know you a milkman, man. Yeah, man. You know, this will get you throughout the whole city, man. That motherfucker got 13 miles per hour. You ain't never seen no shit like that. Like, 13 of them motherfuckers.
that motherfucker was selling Chevelles by
Motherfuckers
July.
out there selling deuce and quarters, man. Talking about, yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy? The same way we talking about these niggas, it's gonna be the same way these little kids is talking about us.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Man, but fuck them little niggas. Like, hey, cause look, our parents be doing the same shit to us when they talk about, like, cause look, let me tell you, bro, my dad, rest in peace, bruh, he did not want to hear shit about Bron, Melo, none of them. You know why? Because he'd be like, Julius Erving, George Gervin, motherfucker. Like, I don't want to hear shit.
David Thompson.
Niggas was dunking when dunking was illegal.
Motherfucker, Earl the Pearl Monroe. Give a fuck
What you know about Black Jesus?
Give a fuck about no 3-point line. Like,
Word up.
I ain't never been to the Rucker, but if I did, I'd go see Earl Pearl.
Niggas scored 40 points with no 3-point line.
You gotta think, dog. My dad was born in 57, bro. So shit, that nigga when he was 18, bruh, he came up seeing these niggas. So he probably looking up, looking down at me, like, bro, like, no, like, if you don't, like Larry, I know what you saying, but Elgin, yeah.
I could talk to my father right this second for about 50 minutes on Earl the Pearl Monroe. If I, hey, Pop, talk to me about Earl the Pearl real quick. A good hour.
Bro, I'm talking about my dad. My dad used to tell me, like, man, I'm trying to tell you, like, you talking about all this LeBron shit. Man, I was a Sixers, man. Dr. J, Henry Bibby, you know what I'm saying? Kobe dad.
First one to come out.
Daryl Dawkins. He didn't even call
school.
He didn't even call him Daryl Dawkins. Chocolate Thunder. You know what I'm saying? Moses Malone.
Hey, man. Nah, you know, I think we have the right to be like our parents because, like, we low-key the last true generation of, like, outdoor hooping. Like, when kids were actually outside.
Yeah, that's all.
Like, you could go to Rucker. Like, Zell, you could probably go to a local park in Baltimore and find, like, crazy hoopers. Like, in New York, you could go to fucking West 4th and catch an NBA player just fucking around. Like, let me get a quick 2-game run and get out of here. Same thing with, like, Rucker. Like, even this is before Dykeman, because now Dykeman is the court now. Like, it was West 4th, it was Rucker, it was fucking Soul in the Hole in Brooklyn. Like, yeah, we don't got that no more, man. So, like, we like the last of the Mohicans.
And
y'all remember the lockout when niggas was just running around different parks, just
bro. I was supposed to go that night. KD scored 66, and I couldn't. I was fucking pissed. I was so angry. I literally there was like, yo, KD gonna be there, whatever. And I forgot what happened, like why I couldn't go. Oh no, what happened was I had to work late, and by the time I like left Staten Island, like got home, got on the ferry, took the train all the way uptown. It would have been like the game. It would have been like 8:45 when the game ended. I was so fucking tight, bro.
I feel young, and I know we was having connection issues earlier, but who's your top 5, and where does Melo rank in the top small forwards all time for you?
My bias gonna put him at 3, but realistically,
I respect that.
He's definitely in that 6 to 10 range.
Okay, I can respect that. Oh man, for me, I do think they got that top 4 right. It's that number 5. That's where it's like, because for me, I do feel like I got, honestly, on my shit, I got James Worthy higher than I do Elgin Baylor. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like James Worthy. I feel like if James Worthy went around Magic and Kareem and was on his own team, like how other guys were, I think we'd be talking about him more than we do as far as like the greats. And for him to still be mentioned as one of the greats with literally, arguably the greatest point guard and the greatest center of all time around him too. Like, yeah, bro, like that.
That's
James, that's the real big game, James, not that fraud that be wearing Isaac Hayes fits. So,
the other one that plays for Miami.
I'm
sorry.
I say Melo maybe 5 or 6, maybe. Cause I got.
It's really for me. It's really between Melo and Scotty. That's who it's really between.
Yeah,
it's really Melo and Scotty.
It's Brian.
Yeah.
Bird.
Boom.
KD.
Fuck KD.
I respect it, but I gotta put KD up there.
Before it's definitely LeBron,
I gotta
Larry
put
Bird, Melo, and KD. LeBron, Bird, KD, and Dr. J. Those are definitely.
That's a lock for the foe. You know what I'm saying? That's the lock.
Yeah, Brian, Bird, KD, and Dr. J. That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's when we get to the is it Pippen?
Is it Worthy?
Is it Melo?
Is it? For me, it's between Pippen, Melo, Worthy, and I would even say Dominique. Those are the ones that to me are interchangeable at 5. And I don't think it's a wrong answer if you put them guys at 5. All due respect to Rick Barry, all due respect to Havlicek, all due respect in all seriousness to Elgin Baylor. But I think when you look at what Scotty, Melo, Dominique Wilkins, and James Worthy did, that should be the number 5 to me. So
I'm gonna ask y'all a question: Dominique or Melo?
I'm gonna say Melo.
I've seen Melo
Dominique
Mm-hmm.
was better as far as like defensively, but offensively Melo's probably like number 3 on this small forward list behind LeBron, like right behind LeBron, honestly. Like as far as like offensive ability, like just scoring, because KD can score, but Melo used to put up 30 like it was nothing, dog. They'd be like, bruh, like hell, T-Mac will be up there if we talking about just strictly scoring. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, now I'm gonna ask y'all another question. I gotta take this call real quick, but is Color Money, is Melo the best to never win a ring? I'll be right back.
Small forward or
who's the candidates? We got Barkley. We got
period.
Dame.
Just period. Not just small forward. Just period.
We got Barkley. We got Dame. We got Ewan. We got
Ewan. Yeah.
Dominique. We got.
He's up there. Good. Look at the 90s. Let's just rattle them off.
Dr. J won one?
Yeah, that's the thing.
He won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the early 80s. I think it was 82, 83.
That's before my time, you feel me? I don't know.
Yeah, because in the 80s, it was in the 80s, it was the Lakers and Celtics. And then I think literally the 80s is the Lakers, the Celtics, and the 2 years the Sixers won in a row. I think that's the whole 80s right there. Let me double check that though. Let me verify that.
And then it ended with the Pistons at 89. But
the Pistons at 89. Yeah.
I would say if not Melo, Charles Barkley, because Charles Barkley.
Yeah. Because I mean, other than Charles Barkley, it's who else? T-Mac.
T-Mac.
But
I think it was
we already established that they behind Melo. T-Mac. Vince, feel me?
And I think if it's like a situation where your body didn't hold up, then I can't put you on that list because that's for another reason. Yeah, like Grant Hill's another reason. But people that was able-bodied and just didn't, they just ran into hurdles. Barkley, Melo, Dominique, Dame.
No, I think
Patrick Ewing is also on that list as well. It's like a shorter list.
Actually, pardon me. The Sixers won 1. They went to the finals twice. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, they went to the finals twice.
Yeah, they went to the okay. They lost in 1980. No, they went to the finals twice. They lost in 82 to the Lakers, and then they swept the Lakers the next year, which is
I'll say
crazy.
Don't they have? I thought they had 2 rings, but I know they played
one.
Just one. Okay. right.
They lost the first year they made the finals. They lost the second year that they made the finals in a row. They won.
Yeah, because the
80s
first year is the year where Magic subbed in for Kareem at center, and then the
they won
second
it
year
since.
they that's the second year is when you see that clip of Dr. J
With the
winding
layup.
that bitch up. Yeah,
Yeah, when he had Michael Cooper in hell.
yeah, he yammed it on him. Like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
because the Lakers won in
year.
1980, Boston won in 81, Lakers 82, Philly, Boston, Lakers 85.
Boston.
Yep.
Because it
the
goes
only
Boston
two
Lakers,
teams,
Boston Lakers until Detroit.
the only two teams that won in the 80 outside of them was the Sixers at 83 and Detroit at 89.
Yep.
That's it. The whole 80s was Lakers, Boston, and
Lakers
LA.
So, but yeah, I know I asked the question. I think Melo is the best to never win a ring for me. I mean, before it was T-Mac for me personally, because I just felt like T-Mac. I hated how T-Mac's career ended with the injuries and him having to do the shit he did. But Melo, I think is up there because it's either Melo.
I have a bias, but
I think it's either Melo. I think it's either Melo or Iverson.
Yeah, AI. You know why I don't feel it's bad for AI? Because AI actually went to the finals. Yeah. I think about guys that I think Melo, since he never even went to the finals, I think that's a damn travesty. So that's how I have mine.
Case, it sounds right.
Yeah, because like Pat Ewing went, you know what I'm saying? AI went. Yeah. T-Mac technically went, but we know that was some bullshit. Like, so
but
some of those
when AI went, that nigga had the fucking team on his back. Like who else he had with him except Eric Snow?
Stay right there.
Tyrone Hill, Matt Geiger,
Roger
George
Bell.
Lynch.
That nigga got him.
Aaron McKee.
The nigga dragged the whole team all the way to the finals. Like,
yeah,
you expect him to drag him all the way to the finals and didn't win, like against the West at that time?
Dikembe Mutombo.
Well, I felt for Pat. Like, yeah, I'm a Knicks fan, but now that I think about it, I'm like, bruh. The 1 year, there you go, the step over. The 1 year you had fucking John Starks went 2 for 17.
Oh, he had to. He had to let him know what time it was. Like,
so he went 2 for 17, and you got 99. Well, 99 kind of doesn't count because Pat got hurt in the second round, I think it was.
Yeah, but it's
still bro.
My bad.
Because low key, I think if Patrick stays healthy, I think the Knicks could beat the Spurs that year.
I think
it's just because the Knicks had Robinson and Duncan, and they're all fucking. The Knicks had with Chris Dudley, and you had Marcus Camby. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say Melo's the best to never run the ring, but I mean, again, y'all tell us in the comments, and as y'all see
this clip, though. He's up there though.
I think he's up there. All right.
I think it's Melo or AI 1A 1B. Then you got Charles Barkley. Then you got Chris Paul. Then you got players like
T-Mac, Vince.
I think Russell Westbrook, because that nigga be going off.
Westbrook and Harden are going. We ain't thinking about it now because they still playing, but Westbrook and Harden is going to be in that conversation if they never get one. For sure.
Westbrook putting up his numbers.
So Harden especially with Westbrook and Harden winning MVPs, they definitely going to be in that conversation.
You got John Stockton. I won't mention his tag team partner.
The other one,
fuck him. Shit, Gary Payton was almost in this conversation up until his last year. I'm gonna throw you another one that people don't talk about enough. To me, Chris Webber. Chris Webber was a dog in his prime. Like, so
Chris Webber is another one.
Hell, if we didn't pull off Magic that 1 year, Dirk could be like maybe number one in this shit. So I feel you. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a better question. Winston gonna love this one. So, Color Money is Carmelo Anthony. Is Carmelo Anthony the best one and done in NCAA history?
Yes.
I really want to say off the top, just pause, but I want to think about it and be honest before I just jump out there and say yeah.
So I'm gonna name some one and dones off the top of the head that come to mind. Right, you got Katie at Texas. You got
Kyrie.
Well, Kyrie only played a couple games, but he
11.
was cold.
But
and listen, as a Duke fan, yeah, right. As a Duke fan, trust me, Kyrie is up there. But you got Zion, you got Youngin, you got Derrick Rose in Memphis, you got TJ Ford. I think was a one and done. You got, I mean, it's so many of them now because that's the rule now. But just when I think of Anthony Davis,
Derrick Rose.
I said Derrick Rose is already mentioned. Yeah, John Wall.
I'm looking right now. Sharif Abdul-Rahim is one they've mentioned. Michael Beasley.
Beasley was a dog.
I forgot Kevin Love was a one and done.
Beasley a fucking
him and Russell Westbrook were both one and dones. Yep.
Anthony Davis mentioned. I mean, Bleacher Report did a top 10 and Carmelo's number 1.
I know.
Yeah, I think
they have OJ Mayo.
What you say, Youngin?
I said he won, he did everything he needed to do in that one.
That's why it's hard. That's why
I agree with Youngin.
That's why I'm asking: is there anybody that takes it because Melo ended up winning?
No. He won. He left.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not even being funny when I say this. I'm just being personal. To me, if it's not Melo for somebody, I saw Derrick Rose. That nigga, listen, I know he didn't score like how Melo was scoring, but just the way he was a floor general that year, and he was this close to having that ring, that championship, you know what I'm saying? It's close. I'm not gonna lie. What Zion did at Duke was great. The only thing that takes away Zion at Duke is because he had RJ and he had Cam with him. You know what I'm saying? Melo had Hakeem Warwick, but Melo really is the reason why they won that chip. You know, so I think it's hard not to make Melo number 1. I think it's hard.
What Zion's done since he's been in the league.
See, I'm not counting the league. I'm talking about just strictly that 1 year in college. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm when you say one and done, I'm thinking like that 1 year you in the league, you come to the league, and then what you do in the league.
No, I'm talking strictly just when you had a college, NCAA jersey on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say D Rose and Zion and even Anthony Davis are up there. And I know Anthony Davis won, right? Didn't he win a chip? Or was that the year that Calipari won, or was it?
I think so, but shit, I want to say they lucky had a loaded team.
Oh no, he always had a loaded team in Kentucky. That's why it's hard to. And look, that Syracuse team wasn't no hoe. You know what I'm saying? No. Like they weren't no hoe, but Melo was the reason why they.
Melo, JJ McNamara,
Jerry McNamara, Hakeem Warwick.
What's the other dude's name?
Jerry McNamara. My bad. Hakeem Warwick.
Yeah, it was Melo, Jerry McNamara, Hakeem Warwick. What's
that's another guy? I can't remember his name.
It was Delaney and somebody else. I'm gonna check that. Let me check that lineup. That was a crazy year, bro. Because he fucking was cool. Yo.
Yeah, that 03, it's the 03 national championship. And again, keep in mind, like
I had one of them notebooks like with the plastic cover on the front. You can slide your pictures and stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
That Hakeem Warwick joint. Dunking on a nigga, you feel me? Straight in front of it, you feel me? Like
shout out to Warwick, because he ended up playing in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hakeem.
Yeah, he
Warwick,
did play in Memphis.
They drafted him. And,
that's what it was. So the lineup was Jay
McNamara,
Keith Dwayne. Mm-hmm. That was the name, not Delaney. Dwayne, Hakeem Warwick, Melo, and Craig Ford was the center.
And even on the other side, like Keith Langford and Aaron Miles were good too. But then you had literally Nick Collison and Kirk Heinrich. Kirk Heinrich was hitting everything.
Kirk Heinrich
was low key JJ Redick before JJ Redick, and then JJ Redick came in and just JJ Redick just came in and just fucking
Kirk Heinrich.
I went. My freshman year of college, I went.
Wayne Simeon too was on that team. That's a name for you, but
feel
yeah.
me? My freshman year of college, I went to Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
If you a college student, you can get tickets for yourself for free. Every basketball, football game, as long as you put it in on time, you feel me? Unless it was like televised, it might be hard to get those. But nigga, going to them basketball games and seeing JJ Redick fucking shoot out lights out. I got into so many arguments with people telling them that nigga was nice. Cause they didn't want to accept it. Like, yo, that nigga come here and shoot our lights out.
I mean, keep in mind, bro, y'all like, all right, the I mean, you know, we joke and we be like, you know, because people call them like the twerps and stuff like that, right? Like, but you gotta remember during that time period, like, didn't Maryland win like the year before that, like in 02 or something like that? Because, bro, that team,
that was the Juan Dixon year.
Bro, it wasn't even just one. It was Juan Dixon, Steve Blake,
Michael, what's his name? John Gilchrist.
Not even Gilchrist, bro. It was Steve Blake,
Lonnie Baxter.
Lonnie Baxter.
Oh my god, bro.
It was Lonnie Baxter. It was Chris Wilcox. Like, bro, yeah,
Wilcox.
Them niggas was cold.
That was 3 years before I went to college. I went into college. My first year in college was 05.
I was gonna say because Nelson James just ain't till down the line because that's on down when you got like because James just was there and then, you know, later on they had like Grievous Vasquez and guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because before that 02 team was like, you know, Steve Francis and
they had DJ Strawberry's time when I was there.
Yeah, Obina, Exizi, yeah, fam, this shit was crazy. But Kirk Heinrich was that dude, man.
What?
I remember Texas. I remember that Texas game because like Royal Ivy was like the best defender in the country. He fucking cooked his ass.
Yeah,
and Melo gave him 33. Was it 33 and 14? I think it was.
Yeah, and TJ Ford was like the top point guard in the country. Like we thought TJ Ford was might have went number 1 that year. Like
Melo had.
You know who I seen cook?
You
know who I seen cook like with my own 2 eyes, like cook every time I seen him. Fucking Jared Dudley.
Oh, I bet.
Boston College.
Oh, I bet.
That
yeah, he was cooking.
Coming down.
It was Jared Dudley.
Yeah, some
who's the point guard?
I don't even know who else was with him.
Oh my god, what was his name?
He had the braids. And whatever he wanted.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Maryland
Tyrese Rice? That's what it was.
Wasn't Maryland still? Was that Big East Maryland? Was that ACC Maryland?
ACC.
Yeah, yeah, because that's when y'all moved to the Big East because we used to play y'all.
Just moved to the Big East like a couple years ago.
Yeah, we used to play y'all all the time. Yeah, you know Jared Dudley's hilarious because how the fuck like that nigga was young and his name was Junkyard Dog. Like that's hilarious. Like, let me see. I'm trying to see that 06 roster that had him on there because you had was it Tyrese Rice?
Tyrese Rice, yes. He had the headband. He was a lefty. He used to take wild ass shots, bro. That motherfucker's like Isaiah Thomas.
It was Tyrese Rice, and it was you know who else it was? It was Sean Williams because you had Shawnee Williams played for the Tigers. This was just regular Sean.
Right, Sean Williams played for Memphis. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Shawnee played for the Tigers. Yeah, because he was that was the Rodney Carney years, Jeremy Hunt, guys like that.
God,
funny enough, y'all gonna laugh, but Jeremy Hunt brother is my barber. Funny enough, so yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, small. Jeremy Hunt's brother. Jeremy Hunt that played for the Memphis Tigers, his brother is my barber. Yeah. So shout out to my dog. He been wanting to get on the podcast too, but I'll tell you about that off air. That nigga's crazy. he wanted shout out to my dog Andre, man. All right. Now I'm gonna ask one last question as we wrap up here, man. All right, and then Winston, one more color money for me. What is your favorite Melo jersey and your favorite Melo shoe?
Oh fuck. There's so many. Where do we start?
I'm gonna get mine out the way. It's gonna be Melo, Syracuse Melo jersey, and for shoe, even though in hindsight it looks like a Jordan 12, but fuck it, I'm gonna say Melo 3s.
Melo 3 was a good shoe.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta think.
Melo 1 is probably the best, but personal favorite is 3 because I had them. Like, yeah, I had the gray Jones. It was because it was the Denver colors. It was the gray with the white and the baby blue.
Blue. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, Winston.
Legendary. I'll probably just say what the 5.5. 5.5 put up numbers.
That was a good shoe.
The shoe. All right, and what was your favorite jersey?
The dark blue, the Nuggets cursive, yellow cursive.
Okay,
I still got that.
That was my shit.
That's that one. Yeah.
Just want to say the AEW is ass. That's all.
Fuck.
I mean, he didn't lie. He did not lie.
No. That's not what I was saying. What the fuck for? My fucking phone the volume just came up on my phone.
No, I know, but I'm just saying he wasn't lying. But I mean, you know,
they wasn't lying.
All right, it's all good though. But yeah, Youngin, favorite Melo jersey, favorite Melo shoe.
I know they got the hype, but I actually had a pair on when they first came out for the 1.5, and the jersey the same one Winston said, the dark blue dunk.
Okay, now the 1.5 is fire. He didn't hit them first couple shoes did not miss at all, like at all. It wasn't until they got into the later numbers where that shit was crazy. And funny enough, me and my homeboy that I went to school with, I'm dropping names today, but Shawty Red's little brother, he had the Melo 1.5s, and like, cause like we used to have this thing, like he was I was a Melo guy too, but like I was a LeBron guy, so like I would have the LeBrons, he would have the Melos and shit. So like he had the 1.5s, I had the LeBron 2s that he just brought back out this year, the USA colors, like it's a white with the dark blue. Yeah, so because it matched our school colors, so like that's why I ended up getting them at the time. And but yeah, he used to hoop in the Melo 1.5s. Like school colors is navy blue, and he hooping in white and baby blue Melo 1.5s, dog. So yeah, no, that's a good one. All right,
Melo 0.5, yeah.
All right, so only one left is you, Nelson.
Last one left.
For jersey,
Mm-hmm.
because I got all of them.
I know.
But, I'm not gonna go Knicks bias here, even though I want to, because like the Knicks Melo jersey is just a classic. But I'm gonna say the powder blue Nuggets, the powder blue Nuggets Nike Swingman went triple platinum in the streets. So I'm gonna say the powder blue Melo jersey from Denver. Sneaker wise is tough because like y'all mentioned his actual sneakers, and I wanted to kind of do a PE thing too. I kind of thought somebody would mention a PE from him because he has a lot. Because like, bro, he has the 2,
the 12,
the 12. There's a picture. And it's funny because somebody brought it up where they were like, bro, I will pay anything for this shoe. And he had a Jordan 10. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he wore them on the court, but he had a Jordan 10 that's like, it literally says like Carmelo 15 on the tongue, and it was white. It was in the Nuggets colors. Mm-hmm. He had a couple in Syracuse. I think he used to wear the Jordan 9 in Syracuse too. But if I had to pick a Melo shoe,
Winston, check your text message in a second.
I'm gonna say the 1.5 because the 1.5 has 3 colorways I love, which are the black and powder blue. Mm-hmm. I love that colorway is crazy. Mm-hmm. The Syracuse color, the white and orange, and then he came out with a Knicks one when he came back when he got traded to the Knicks, where they retroed it for like a 10-year anniversary. And he had those. But the 5.5 is a good shoe, and for basketball, the 10 was an incredible shoe, but the problem was, I had the year the horse colorway. If you could search that after, yeah, that black and powder blue is undefeated. That one right there, and the white, blue, and orange is fire too. But yeah, he had a Melo 10. It was like the year the horse color. It was like black, and then like the middle of the shoe was like a bunch of different like colors.
Mm-hmm.
And that sneaker was comfortable to hoop in, but the fucking outsole had the airbag. It used to like protrude, so you could break the sole.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
So,
Winston,
like,
I
it
do
ripped
not
when
see it. Like
the
I see your
airbag ripped
message,
when I
but I
was.
don't see it. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
But yeah,
No,
I was
the
saying,
airbag ripped when I was. It got exposed, so like I couldn't hoop in them no more because I didn't want to break them. But
yeah, nah.
yeah, that was definitely. But if I had to pick, I'm gonna pick a PE
Mhm.
for just for shits and giggles. I'll probably say I'm gonna say the 12s. The white and powder blue 12 is fucking those were crazy. But like his 2 is fire. Like I don't like 2s like that, but like that's a 2 I would buy.
Oh, and I love twos. It's just
And
it's
that
certain,
2 sold out crazy.
you have
when
to
they
you
came
have to
out.
get the right colorway in the twos, and that's why I like the Union twos because they reminded me of them. They were just like an alternate version of them to me. But nah, I ain't gonna lie. Between as far as like 1.5s go, this is probably my favorite one right here. This one, like, bruh,
I like that
it's-
color, but then I remember seeing the black and blue at NBA Street V3, and I said, I fucking need those.
These joints right here, though, man. Like I'm getting those are memories right there, dog. So yeah, nah. Shout out to Melo, man.
If you pull up the Melo 10, I could show you the colorway. It was the year of the horse. If you pull like
now his Jordan 1 was hard too. Nobody talks about
Yeah.
that. His Jordan 1, the black and gold joint.
Now the blue, wait, you just saw them. Hold on, go down one. Those
right here. Okay.
Yeah, the black with the whole crazy shit in the middle. Those shits were comfortable, dog. Like I used to love hooping in those.
Yeah, no.
That was my shoe for like a whole damn near like 6 to 8 months, but then it fucking ripped.
I mean, I could tell they were probably good hooping shoes. By this point, though, I was trying to wear shit just to quote unquote look good. So yeah, nah. But I feel
because this is like kind of the time where like they started to make his sneakers kind of like whatever Jordan model was out, and that's why like those 10s are similar to I think it was the 28s
or something.
29, either 20 to 29. Yeah, the tech was like very similar.
I say.
Go ahead, Zell.
I bet.
No, go ahead.
I say, for me, for the jersey, the white Denver joint.
That's the one
that was
had.
My shit.
That's the only Melo jersey I ever had. It was the Nike.
That's the one. Back in the day, when niggas was copying jerseys and shit, you feel me? Like the dumb big joints, you was copying your jersey in a size 52, 56. You feel me?
The dumb big joints. Yeah, nah, they didn't make it no better because I was always scrawny, so like them shits just used to look like my big brother jersey and shit, man. But hey, that was the like time though.
That shit was like a dress on me, my nigga.
Yeah,
a fucking 56 white and blue
crazy.
Melo jersey, and then I throw that shit down with I think there was the 5.5s all white, because on the inside it say Myrtle Avenue or some shit on the inside. That's the only reason why I fuck with him.
I got you.
Other than that, I can't lie. I really didn't fuck with Melo shoes like that.
Nah, he got a couple. That's the thing. He's one of probably the last people that had like a signature line that had like a couple good fire ones in there, and then ever since it's just been like, if I'm talking about as far as like I could wear these out in public, like for casual wear, not for hooping purposes. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the last few that had those. So yeah, but that's all I had in middle school. I'm pretty sure Youngin would probably agree too. Like that was the middle school jumps, like them and LeBron's. Like
I definitely have those 4s.
Yeah,
I didn't have that weird ankle. I didn't have the weird ankle strap though. I think I got the oak. I like black, red, and yellow.
Yeah, I had
because I got the for cheap. They were like at a Nike outlet. My dad just was like, "Yeah." get them.
Yeah, I just had the threes was the main ones I remember because the damn suede used to get so dirty, and I was like, at the time I was young, that was me really learning about suede shoes because it's like before that I don't think I really had suede shoes like that, so that was crazy. So yeah, but as we get out of here though, I will say there's no better way for me to wrap up this show than to do a special Color Money clip of the week, Carmelo Anthony edition. You know what I'm saying? So let me bring up. We got a few clips from the guys. So let me see which one I want.
While we get to the clips, I also want to give him credit because he is the reason why people decided to wear Jordan 19s. So
yeah, I can see that.
And that 18, sure. What was that? The 18.5?
18. I would say really the 18.5. For me, it was the 18.5. The 19 for me, that was the unofficial Jason Kidd shoe to me. Mm-hmm. That's what I remember.
That's also true.
Yeah. All right. So let me get the. All right.
Yeah, they had the M1. I had the 1.5, the 5.5, and the 4. And then later on, I ended up buying the 10 when I was I think I was like just out of college. No, actually, I was just out of college when I had the 10.
Yeah, let me put these on mute just so that YouTube doesn't clip us and all that. But man, I'm gonna start off with Youngin, and this is
a compilation that they put together.
Yeah, this shit here. Hold on, let me put it on the big screen.
Melo definitely had niggas wearing them 18.5s and on 19.
Yeah.
Had the little reverse cop tween. Oh, excuse me. Bounce, create space, pump, knock down. Bounce, get up there. Hey, excuse me, stupid. He punched on him. Turn around, mid-ranger. Bang, bang. Drops that lane. Melo drops that be mad aggressive, though. Hold on, off the backboard. Miss, hey, I got you. Rip through, bump. Lay, that's a big body. Knock down. Hey, rip through, one dribble spin move, shout bump out the back. This right here, cross, has he spin move, chill, knock down, bang,
yo, I remember this game.
Dime, chill, cross, hold on, 1, 2, ho, watch your head, brother. Skip to that lane, 1, 2, watch how he slow down. Out of there, oh my God, hey. They say I don't play defense, hold on, give me that, Brian. Has he bye-bye other side, right? Catch that, I need this.
Oh, this was insane.
Dead. Oh, dead. Yeah, Melo. Y'all know Melo was special. Bounce that, spin 5 minus 3. 2. Had the little.
I want to say, I remember that day he blocked LeBron and Twitter was going fucking crazy, bro. Like that was,
I remember that game. Nah, that Brandon basketball was insane, bro. He had him in jail.
Yeah. So we got that one, and then of course we got the classic. You know what I'm saying? We got. Come on, man.
If this next one ain't, I got one. If this next one ain't, I got one too.
I send
I gave you the Twitter if you wanted to put it up.
Send it to you.
But yeah, it'll be easy for me to. IG. Send it to me. Yeah, either way. Either one, bro.
Easter Sunday. This was Easter Sunday. I remember this game like it was yesterday, dog. Went to my aunt's house, we lived right across the street. I was watching this game with it really was me, my pops, my uncle, my cousin. But then my mom and my aunt were watching this shit because she heard Mike Breen fucking screaming. Look at this shit. Same shot, same spot. And on Luol Deng again. This one was low-key and one too. Cash.
Dog. Still was a problem, man. Like this, I think people really don't understand, like, bro. Like, I know that we're gonna be remembered for the LeBron era, but like Melo is Melo, dog. Like, it's just he don't have the rings to say otherwise. But like, if you take that bullshit out and just look as an individual player, like, I'm sorry, like, this is why I have Melo in my top 5 small forward all time. Like, bro, like, all due respect to Elgin Baylor, but bro, like, this was crazy. And again, I'm I'm a D Rose guy. I'm a LeBron, like, bro. But Melo was that dude, bro. Like, you can't.
No, Melo was like the people's champ.
Yeah, that's basically that's the best way to say
Melo
it. Like,
was the people's champ, man. Like
Melo is the people's champ, man. That's why we having a whole episode about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then this next one, bro. I don't know if you remember this one, Trey, but this shit here was crazy, bro. Oh my goodness.
Greatest. I watched this game live.
Dog. Just watch this man cook. Like
all jumpers. Cash, fuck out of here, Haslam. I remember this game because this game was hyped. Cash. This game was hyped because I think they were on a winning streak, and then I remember that he had they were like 53, and they were already in the playoffs. And like this game was hyped because like the Knicks were streaking. They got themselves into a top seed, like a higher seed, and they thought fucking Wayne and LeBron were gonna play, and they didn't. And Melo still played. He could have rested. He's like, I'm playing, and he did this, bro.
Again, when you hitting like that, you gotta keep passing that nigga the ball.
Look, thank you, Shane Battier. Who? Fuck out of here. Look at that. Look at that baseline off the.
Shane Battier ain't no whore neither.
Nope. Cash.
Just kept cooking dudes.
Cash. Listen, he gave you 50 on all jumpers, bro. Now 1 point in the paint. Jumpers.
62. That nigga gave you 62. No assists.
He did have 13 rebounds and no turnovers. So, but it's Carmelo. Carmelo, no one says I don't give a shit. It's Carmelo Anthony, dog. I'm sorry.
Fuck it.
Cash and one. Can't even do. Look. Where are you going?
Niggas ain't even jump with him.
No, they
still
didn't.
hold it up on the floor. That's fucking crazy. This is fucking wild.
Cash again. Come on, so what are we doing?
Bro, just cooking it like
the 3 to the dome. Listen, the 3 to the dome is a cultural celebration.
Yeah.
And 1 and 2 again. What are you talking about?
D-Wade and LeBron was mad as a motherfucker.
Oh hell yeah, that's how that
supposedly,
shit goes.
Supposedly he took that shit personal that they sat out because he wanted to play
Fuck him.
Because they were like, I remember they were talking about this. Like, oh, it was gonna be a big deal because it was on national TV, and then he sat out. And he was like,
we're not gonna
play pussy.
Hold up, we're not gonna put down black men today, but I am gonna say we're gonna have a conversation in retrospect one of these days about how sassy LeBron and D-Wade were in Miami. But we're gonna talk about that another day, man. Now,
oh man,
this next one,
don't have me on that episode because
we're gonna you got.
I might say a word. Nah,
all right, never mind. Nope.
I kind of put myself to go out there and play and get some rebounds.
Now bringing the ball up is Oguchi.
Yeah, it's my shit.
Anthony the rebound.
To Matthews. Wesley Matthews on the drive. It box out.
Outside to Morris. Julius steps back from the elbow. Bobby Portis, single coverage. Good defense again. Anthony grabs
Toscano Anderson with the 3. And the rebound by.
First, we got to come back from hoop, and I'm saying that.
I got it. Fuck out of here.
You got to fuck out of here.
And Anthony clears on the.
And he saw an opportunity.
Good work. Williams. And hard off the heel. Swings it over to Saric. That's a good look.
I got it. Fuck out of here.
Gary Harris, long range. Nope. Behind the lead.
That's it.
It's a mind game that I kind of.
Low key, I took that shit. Like I would have said I got it, fuck out of it, but that whole rebound, like, all right, here's the ball.
Fuck out of here. I got it.
Fuck out of here. I got it.
I'm about to start yelling. I got to fuck out of here.
Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. I think if I play the Ned declassified zone, I think YouTube might get me out of here because he'd be like, "Oh, you playing a T?" No, listen. You remember when I played fucking 30 seconds? What was it like? I didn't even play that long with Borat, and they were like, "Nah, fuck you!" Like, yeah.
Oh, wait, because the thing is, we played it on that episode. That episode did not get clipped.
We'll talk off air. we'll talk off air. But I do have one clip that I think will suffice, and I think this is a perfect way.
There was a lot, man. I was gonna play I wanted to put the Carmelo 42 and 17 against Boston.
Nah,
but then I got PTSD from Jared Jeffries fucking up that game. So
I think this will.
I would have shut this podcast off.
I think this will suffice. I think this will suffice just enough. I think this works.
That's Kyrie and Jimmy.
Yep.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, places, and I need you.
Is that DeMar DeRozan?
That's DeMar DeRozan. Look at Harrison Barnes in the back. I remember this clip, bro.
I feel like Melo. I don't even know these words.
No. All right, let's be real, bro. We having fun with this shit. You know damn well in his mind, Melo is like, nigga, I'm trying to take some hoes right now. Like, what is y'all niggas doing?
Another thing
he might have missed a lot. I don't know.
After and I want you and I need you. I don't know no more.
Yeah, bro. Why are y'all going this hard? And then
that's where I'm sitting like Melo, like I don't know more of this shit. Like, why do y'all niggas know the rest of this shit?
And then you gotta think
I don't know none of that shit.
And you gotta think too. That speaker is right next to him, dog. So he just like, bruh. Like, that was like he literally sitting there praying, like, God, like, land this plane. Like,
you know, Jimmy Butler got raised by his Caucasian parents. You feel me? So it makes sense for him to know this shit.
But yeah, Melo, nah. And of course, there is one more iconic.
This was a classic clip, though.
There's one more iconic Melo thing I can't leave out, man. And like I'll have to.
That was a good clip I never seen before.
Nah,
you seen this clip?
Nah,
that's a classic. Damn. But nah, this one it's not a clip per se, but this might
be my new fucking whatchamacallit.
This might be the cover of this episode, man. Like, bruh, man,
that might be my new avatar.
This right here.
Nigga.
Shout out to Mariana with the tweet, man. Melo off a couple pulls of sour and a Henny ready to jeopardize it all.
Nigga, what?
Melo's...
A couple pulls of that sour?
Nah,
what?
He said no pulls of sour. I don't need no sour.
Look at my brother. Look at my brother in the back. My brother in the back, like, bruh, Melo, please don't do it. Don't do it, man. But
yo,
nigga, if I'm off a couple pulls of the sour and Rihanna looking like that, I'm looking the same way Melo looking.
Dog, it's the fact that he got on the Cazales with the bow tie, dog. That's what's really fucking the shit up. Like them big ass 80s Dougie Fresh Cazales, dog. Like that's what's making it funny.
You remember when he went to the bodega in the bathroom?
In the robe?
Yes.
Real aggressive.
But yo, so as we wrap up here, man, one more time, big shout out to Melo, man. Like, slow clap, man. Oh man, but
I just want to say, man, the NBA is a suspect, and so them white boys that stared at Texas Instruments calculators all day, y'all are the reason why Melo did not play a year and a half. But y'all gonna get your day one day.
It's all good. But Zell, before we get up out of here, is there anything you want to plug? You know, anything you got coming up? You know, where people can find you.
Bodymore Bottles, wherever you social media at. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Bodymore Bottles. I'm going live tomorrow early for the Memorial Day. I'm doing some cooking on the grill, so I'm gonna be letting y'all know what I'm drinking throughout the day. So tap in with me. You feel me?
Yeah, we need that ME70. You know what I'm saying? Flavor recipe too. Yeah,
62 points.
Yeah, something.
I'm outside all day tomorrow. I'm grilling, and I'm giving y'all what type of drinks y'all might need for your cookout, your barbecue, whatever you like to call it. You feel me? Your picnic, whatever.
For sure, we're gonna need.
I'm doing it all day tomorrow. It might be 1, it might be 17. I don't know how many lives I'm going, but
for sure. All right, man. Well, again, we appreciate you coming through, Zell. You know, you family. You know what I'm saying? You had to
I
come
appreciate
through
y'all for inviting me, man.
Yeah, man. If y'all listening to this, man, again, we are not here, quote unquote, live on Thursday. So we will see y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? But stay tuned to the Show Your Work Patreon. It's only $3, man. Only $3. In the words of Nelson, inflation has gone up, but $3 is still $3.
The price has never changed.
You know what I'm saying?
All
three of y'all, man.
For $3.
For $3. So y'all stay tuned to the Patreon. Y'all follow, subscribe, like, share, comment, tag a friend, tell a friend. You know, the Discord, it's in the bio, man. It's in the podcast description. It's in the YouTube description. We literally are about to head to the Discord when we get done with this because the Discord has been live all week. You know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna get in the Discord, then go ahead and pay that $3 and get on the Patreon.
Bong! You know what I'm saying? That's all we got, man. Again, King Murphy Media, appreciate you. Nelson, appreciate you. Youngin, appreciate you. Zell, appreciate you as always, man. And like that, man, we are out. We will see y'all week after next. Things might be a little different when we come back, but it's still the same. Show Your Work, man. We out.
Stay mellow.
Stay mellow. Stay mellow.